Boom shalasum gashman. I Devin the doctor represent for Chavain and the crew. Hear me say no entertainment trail. Brabadabadabadi bambi deng deng. Terrible.
But welcome to the show, Edgar.
Thank you.
Morgan.
Yes, guys.
I saw we stay up on the show though.
Yeah, me know. Talk your mind.
Right? But you're a close friend of the late Frankie Paul.
Yeah.
Tell us how far back you know him.
Yes. As far as school, from school days, Paul and I.
Hold on there, Edgar. You see that something here when they put up a so? It's a modern technology. I think it was invented in the 1960s. It come after the sound system, right? And this make man toast, the toasting.
Oh my.
So you're going to ride the rhythm on this. It near Mike.
Try. No, I'm
That's how it's still.
Not around here. Not around. This is the old Gargoyle's brethren, Edga Morgan. Right.
Yeah, man. So tell us how far back you know Frankie.
From the days of school for the blind, from in the 80s.
So you would go school for the blind?
Yep.
So you not can see?
Yep, but.
How much finger you see?
10.
Alright. You're right, forgot that.
That's it, coach.
Well, then you will catch a try.
No, man, no, alright. I'm nearsighted.
Uh-huh.
And so my parents saw it fit to send me to the school for the blind. But before that, went to the doctor, did my eye test, and the doctor came with and said to my mother, "Mother, he won't go blind." She said, "Thank God." But she said, let you send me there just as a precaution.
Oh,
And this is from the 80s, and here I am.
okay.
Alright, so.
Okay. So you met Frankie there in the 80s.
Met Mr.
What kind of person he was?
Very jovial. Here what happened. Here what happened. Paul is like this. He and I, well, we're in class and we go through the classes and we get to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, I'm a day student, so I will come in the lunch pan and so. And Paul will say, "Well, Edgar Diamond, let me up on. And I'm gone. He take my lunch pan and gone.
Yeah.
I don't see Paul until 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
This is from 8:30.
Mm.
And when I see the pan at 12, it minus some contents.
Yeah.
Minus no.
Contents.
I have to go outside, go eat some food out the road.
Okay.
Eat it out, but the friendship grew. There were other guys there, but Paul and I had this bond. We had this bond. Anywhere in the world he was, I could find him.
Okay.
I was the only friend at school that could find him anywhere I wanted. And if him come to the Saturday, and he might rest off, but by Sunday, I get in a call. "Boy, Edgar, me there, you know. I say, "What?" Yeah, man. Yeah. Good. And he will come check me because I live up in Red Hill, St. Andrew. He will come check me, and boy, him and my mother have more brethren than me.
Yeah.
Paul will come and say, "Boy, Miss Morgan, me hungry, you know. Food are fixed. Food are fixed for me today." Me there, you know. But he was a good friend.
Okay.
So for we're there at the in Boston.
Yes.
The 80s.
Yes, the 80s. I remember
Yeah.
when there was a concert. I'ma go, and I'm there at the backstage, and Paul I work the stage. When the musicians finish, them clothes wet.
So which concert is?
Which was all far back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I think it was at one of the cinemas that turned dance hall.
Okay.
And we did, and we enjoy ourselves, and the friendship we missed each other for maybe 3 years. Then we found back each other and we said, "All right, we now let go this time." And I remember one time when Paul was in here, we're going on the road. Paul said, "All right, Edgar, follow me now. We're going to mind for the day. This is Saturday, Sunday before I come back. One suit of clothes."
Okay.
with Paul, we said, "Well, yo, Paul, need some clothes." He said, "All right, okay, some money, I go on the road." And him always have him liquor in the vehicle. So we are
He
well-
drove?
No,
No,
in the vehicle that he's driven in.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
we are always well taken care of.
Okay, but I figured that he had some visibility because of some surgery he did.
Yeah, he did some surgery early up, and he got back a little sight. He can make you out, and he can go on the road. He can go around your house, but I wouldn't send Paul on the road. I am more roadworthy than Paul where that is concerned.
Okay.
But him good.
Okay. So in the time when he was performing and moving around and thing now, who were the persons, his handlers, who were the persons who were around him during that period?
I know of his baby mother, Sandra. She was always there. She was basically one of the artists there.
Oh.
Frankie Paul and she's always there and she'd help him around. And she would be fine. She would be fine.
Okay. Because why I asking is that in the latter days I only heard about his sister. So I was wondering, who else is there, who was always around him,
In his latter days. Alright. When I got checked Paul, me talking to him for 30 seconds. Hold on, nigga, hold on. Phone call. Hold on, nigga, hold on. Phone call again. But in the latter days, everybody forsake him.
Okay.
I will say no. And I don't anybody want question it, check me. I think I am the closest friend he has. Along with Henry Lawson and some other guys. I left up in Red Hills, was checking my Portmore, and I sat down and talked to Paul for the better part of 5 hours uninterrupted. Normally in them here day, man I call him for this, man I call him for that. Yo Paul, give me $100 now. No, they weren't there. It was just Edga Morgan and Henry Lawson that day. So when I saw that, I looked at it and I said, boy.
So what happened to the baby mother was always there?
Was?
Was.
No,
all right. Okay, all right. I get the message though. Okay, I get the message though. And what about the children?
Not like deep waters. They were there, yes.
How many children he had?
That I know, 2.
Okay.
Sean, and another one.
But there might be others.
Yeah, there are others. There are others. Because when he was in his maybe 2 years ago, and he left Gambia, and the number that I had, I called it, and I heard another voice saying it is his son up there. I guess in the marriage you adopt sons. I don't think I don't want to be like him, Can't have 3 wives. Poor back man. So no. And he and I, that son, we kept the link. And if I don't hear from Paul, I'll call the son and ask, what happened to your father? And he said, Daddy, alright man, Daddy just bought the place. And I think it was either, I'm not sure if it was the son or somebody told me that he had to stop off in where was it, Belgium or somewhere, to do some surgeries or to do a surgery. Then I was at church one day and I got a missed call. Listen to the voice message. He was in Belgium and he did 5 surgeries and it messed him up. It kind of slowed him down. So I think that was where the slowing down started. I mean, granted, you have slip disc, diabetes. Then in the latter years, like 2 years ago, cut you from the knee down.
Yeah, what caused that? Because I remember
Sugar.
Oh, he developed. Okay.
You see, when Paul found that he had sugar, me not have it but Paul called me every day for 7 days. Edgar, what I must do, what I need to do, and that. Well, I knew about it from my father. He had sugar, so that's the little knowledge I had. But that's the confidence Paul put in me that I know everything. So he called me and he would come and check me. Paul would leave Mobile, like say 3 in the afternoon. Edgar, may come check you. And by 7 o'clock, Paul in my yard. And we either go on the road or we just hang out around the house. Another thing. Paul came to check me one night, 12 o'clock, and we're there talking and singing and making fools of ourselves. I had this my cell phone, and him beside me like you, and I call him. What Paul, what on? Yes, Edgar, me good man, me good man. That was the sort of friendship we had. Very tight, very tight.
Okay.
And nothing is too good for Paul to give me. That's how.
But I mean, what was he fearful in the latter part when like he lost his limb, part of his limb, and you know the renal failure and all this? What was he fearful? What was his mood like?
Yeah, with the limb, yes, she was out of it. I mean, you walking up and down for the past 24, 23 years, and all of a sudden you get cut down to a wheelchair or somebody carrying you around. You never like it.
Okay.
Never like it. But he still had that nice bubbliness, but deep down I know that it was hurting him.
But the renal failure came after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when he was in Gambia, what caused him to move from Gambia to Jamaica? As a matter of fact, what caused him to leave Jamaica, go to Gambia and then come back?
He said to me, "Boy, Edgar, life in Gambia is slower and much more fun." That's why I'm telling me that the pace not stepped up like New York or us. Always on the move. They're more relaxed. And he went there, strange enough, he went there just to visit for 3 weeks. No, to do a show for 3 weeks. And ended up living there.
Oh.
Because he and the president moved good. When
Which one is the president like that? The one.
the last one, the one that was there.
So, leave. Anybody want to give the power the idea? That's the same one here.
I think that one.
Okay.
It was good. It was good, and I will say, once Paul have something new out the road, who get it first, or who get it apart from the producer?
Okay.
So, I'm good.
So what caused him to move from Gambia now back to Jamaica?
Cost of the health fixing up, and I guess have people near you, have your family around you. Because these are extended, because the wives extended and the children extended. So having the family here,
Your immediate family.
your immediate family and your friends who will come check you, because up to his, I spoke to him last week. I stopped hearing from him about Monday, Sunday of the week that went. And then I heard that he stopped talking. Somebody said, that don't look good enough. Then and the guys everybody would call me as if to say, I am the road manager, I know everything about Paul. So everybody calling, what up to Paul, what up to him? I say, most I know him at hospital. And one thing, well, I wouldn't know where he is, but I won't stop until I find him. Because while he was in hospital, I jump on the phone and I call, search him out, and then I know I'm at expert, I go up and go check him. Me with my challenges, with my broken leg, with my pins, walk down to the bus stop and go check him.
Yeah.
That's the friendship we had.
Okay.
And it now dead.
Okay.
Tell you the truth.
So I mean, you know, in the latter part, I saw a news release 2 weeks ago where they said he had some surmounting medical bills, and you know, one thing I always wonder, you know, when I mean, I know Frankie toured a lot, performed a lot of shows, more than likely made some money, but what about I just can't understand it, why when artists and things, you know, these things happen, you know, because you have normal people doing normal jobs, they make some money, they buy some properties, they're collecting rent, they're collecting something, and so they have
to make a bank book.
Yeah, and thing. I'm wondering, did he have that type of setup?
Family structure. Let me just say that. And anybody could have read through the line there. So, if you have a family base, you can go to and say, sister, brother, you think, oh, I must buy that computer there. You think it makes sense. Family base wasn't there.
Okay.
We never had nobody to talk to. I was the one that said to Paul, you need a place here, so you know. He said, boy, yes, Edgar. But if you not dip on Paul like in a neck back, it don't get done.
Okay.
Cause he needed somewhere here.
Okay.
Cause Paul loved Jamaica, I know that. But he just couldn't take our cost of living.
Okay.
So he would come in, do him show out. And then you only can hear from him via phone. He needed somewhere here because I mean,
so he didn't have properties here?
No,
okay.
Not that I know
okay.
of.
So when he was in Jamaica, who would he normally stay with?
His sister Keisha, or when he has a show, the promoters would put him up at the hotel.
Okay.
Or sometimes he come on my yard, come bounce on my yard.
Okay.
He will come and,
okay.
oh, Mrs. Morgan, you can put me up tonight. Oh, I said, fine, no problem. And we put him up for the night and good.
So who managed his for example, his finances, all of his business-wise, everything?
Well, his managers would do that. And Paul, in some instance, he was very independent. So Paul have him own little Midas card or card when he need to get stuff. But I think they were the ones that did most of his stuff.
Who was the last manager that he had?
He got through so much that they come and then just fly out back. Then just go through the head. Because him change them. That is one thing with Paul. I think you see he might have had that thing about him. Once he feels the managers them not doing, we may get rid of him. But I don't remember his managers right now. But
okay.
Yeah.
But so I mean, with Frankie now, did you visit him while he was in intensive care?
No, couldn't get to go.
Okay.
And here what happened. I feel guilty not seeing him, but we spoke. Because just January gone, I lost my mother.
Okay.
So that the headspace still in mourning, and then him got dead to drop out now.
Yeah, I understand.
So I couldn't move, but I spoke to him every day on the phone.
Okay. I see. Well, but I mean, I heard that he had some good friends in the music industry that was helping out with his hospital and medical.
Michael Barnett. That's like a big brother to Frankie Paul. And Mikey Barnett, and then Mikey would get the other guys involved, like Michael Thompson, Owen Brown.
Okay. And those are the persons who would rally around him.
We were in the process. I was spearheading a project to try and get some funds from it, but it just didn't come out. It didn't work as I wanted it to. Because we would talk and so.
But a renal failure thing, would actually cut you down quick, Yeah, that's the thing about it, because it's something that I understand. But I mean, spare time, what would Frankie do, spare time, outside of music now? What is, because you have some people that must say, alright, outside of music, we like go to play football, go to the beach, or whatever. What was Frankie off stage?
Tour in Jamaica. You call Paul today, by 5 in the morning, boy, you're going to go road now. And by 8 o'clock in there, Moby in there, Portland. Portland, Mandeville, Montego Bay, Westmoreland, them sort of things.
Okay.
And what I liked with Paul, he enjoyed life. He did. He really did. It might have been too much sometime.
Too much enjoyment.
Because Paul would rent a villa that can hold the whole studio and 5 more studios like this. And I just, him and 3 youth in there, or 3 friends there. Because I remember we went down, it was the 9th of June 2004. My accident was the 10th.
Yeah.
He invited us down. We were supposed to go to St. Elizabeth. that did not materialize, we said, all right, we're going to Montego Bay. Going Montego Bay. And Iron Short. And Paul we carried to a villa where, to get to the other end, you have to either take an elevator or get a limo, carry you around there. It was that expansed. And I just see my 3 friends. I was the 4th one there that night. And we were there, came down, 2 carloads of us, of his good friends. And Paul would have food, liquor. Just for a handful of 10 friends. And we're there enjoying life and have fun. Then the other guys, they said they were going to leave about 9, 10 o'clock. And Paul said to me, no, Edgar, hold on. You stay. Come on, we want you to do something tomorrow. And Paul puts you in a room where you have to memorize where you are now, with the spot that you are in now. Because if you don't remember it, you will lost. The room was that big.
Okay.
And
so he was somebody then, what you are saying, that when he do something, him do it big and done.
just,
That is it.
yes.
Yeah, you know. So, you know, it you know, in my mind, like my mother, you know, one thing with my mother is somebody was there. If you're going to do something, just do it good and done. Don't compromise. Don't compromise quality. And that's one of the things I always liked about Frankie, you know. When you see him on stage, he was always well dressed, well groomed, well put together.
Yes, you have some clothes.
Yeah, man, he have some real clothes. And thing. Hold on, we have a caller. Yes? Hello?
Yeah, man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to ask the question where I represent Frankie. I know that Frankie was very successful in the business. So when I hear him say, boy, them are trying to raise funds with Frankie and something, that's something that grieves me, because what happened to all of the funds that the man would make over the years? That man was a maestro when he goes stage shows. The man have countless hit songs. So what happened?
Hold on. Remember, it was the host that said that he heard that they were raising funds.
Yeah. It was in the news.
And it was in the news.
And yeah.
It was in the news. So I'm not saying anything out of turn. Nothing out of turn.
So what is he? What we really ask is that he was so successful. So where did all of his money go? To basically let him ask.
Well, I think he answered it indirectly where he said that, you know, I mean, you know, when it come on to
Him just live good.
family and
So I guess
he live lavishly.
Everybody.
Because I mean, you might not have heard it, but he said it earlier that Frankie is somebody that he liked to enjoy good things, he liked to enjoy good life, and when he's not on the stage performing, he's a man that will tour Jamaica, booking of villas.
You know, he even give back
You know?
to Salvation Army School for the blind.
Yes,
I know he
yes.
always come up there do fundraising, like
Sports day and concert.
Fun day and those stuff. And I even heard that he also helped persons with their surgery, that pay entire surgery fee for a blind person at the school before and those stuff. So I know
He was very free-handed, you know.
I know he helped a lot of blind visual impaired persons. Because I met him a couple times myself personally.
Okay.
Paul have a big heart.
Yeah.
Come there in big sound system, food to everybody,
Yes.
everybody. You see me? Even the last, even in maybe February, we had like an old student association dinner, and he provide dinner for everyone. Even while he was sick, since he's like,
Oh, you mean the what was it? The church service,
yes,
yeah.
And one, and that's even since he's like cut off, that's like sincere.
And I will say it now, and I'm bad mouthing. He wanted to go bigger. Paul wanted to go goat, cow, the works. Mr. Paul, we don't have the time. This is like talking to Paul the Wednesday and the function is the Sunday coming.
Yeah.
Mr. Paul, ease up. Me know your heart good, but just easy. And he in turn he gave us $2,500. $250 US. So you know that went to go far away.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's 6 o'clock, and Edgar, thanks for your insight. We have to wrap up now, but we just hope that we know it's in a better place.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
out of the pain and the suffering. right? And you know, we really thank you for passing by and sharing with us, right? And again, people, live good, walk good, right? Yeah man, Troy Folk, Shavane, next week.